compelled you? What compelled you to play him, and the sort of discussions you and David had about how you were going to play him?
Thanks for the kind word.
Word singular, yeah.
I'm a fan of Dave's as a director. Animal Kingdom, just as a cinephile, you watch that film and it's exploring qualities and values of the human animal in ways that make me really uncomfortable. I'm like, oh, I want to work with that. I want to work with him. I read the script, like Sid said, I was not familiar with Christy's story. And when I read it, I was like, oh, I don't want to think about this. But the way that he presented it was that it was a little bit of a Trojan horse. It's a story of resilience. It's a story of coming back. It's a story of personal preservation and finding yourself. But it's also about the fight in the ring and the fight at home. And the complications there, and the color gray is my favorite color, so to speak. Yeah. So shading in those values of what could be a monster is actually a very, in my opinion, this is SAG, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Play to the crowd, man. Play to the crowd.
We're all under the hood. So you're like, this is a really fragile man. This is for Jim. This is a man about somebody who's at a certain point in his age has lost a trajectory and barely sees her when she comes in, and slowly starts seeing possibility, and like any codependent relationship, gets lost in that. And Dave and I spoke a lot about that kind of dependence of where you lose yourself and how dangerous that can become. So exploring masculine fragility under a monster's, having seen the film, he didn't start that way. How do you get there? Mm-hmm. So those questions were very appealing as an actor. And working with Sid, yeah, let's go. And only found more and deeper respect as we went along.
There's certainly a version of this movie where it's mostly the sports underdog thing, and you have the uplift, and you're with her during those championships and all that, and then the darker aspects are sort of maybe only alluded to, or you get glances of them, but you don't get full scenes to them. And I think it's safe to say that's not this movie. This is a movie that really kind of just dives headfirst into the darkness of that relationship. So I would love it if you guys would talk a little bit about playing those scenes, the sort of discussions you were having with David, the discussions you were having with each other. They're really rough.
Safe environment.
Very safe. So what I found the most interesting and also difficult was the last quarter of the film when we're at home and everything happens. It's actually the first week of our filming. So we had to kind of do everything in reverse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a lot. It was like, hey, sit down, I'm dancing. Hey, so we miss you. But you get a sense of your dancing partner very quickly, and Sid is one of the hardest working, and I was so I'm so happy to talk about this, because she shows up with a smile. She comes in so prepared, without a decision made, and is able to collaborate, and we're touching really dangerous stuff. So David, our director, created an environment where we're touching dangerous things that happen behind closed doors every day. And Sid and I think, built a communication quickly that allowed us to go to those places in a physical way, that in an emotional way, that became a slow powder keg.
I can only, oh, sorry, go
No,
ahead.
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I can only imagine the level of trust that would be needed to actually play those scenes the way that they needed to be played.
Fully, and I also, like, David had such a specific and beautiful and a tragic way of how he wanted to show everything, but also not show, because what happens is usually behind closed doors. And I think one of the most powerful scenes for me when we were filming it was when it was the scene where we were going down the hallway and the camera was pushing through the window and we're fighting in your office, and then Jim pushes Christy into the bedroom and you just hear what's happening and everyone knows, you can feel it. And I always find the things that you don't see are sometimes the most powerful moments for me.
Yeah. Definitely.
I was lucky enough to see this at the